Hey guys, and welcome back to Not Easy Being Geeky, where I have a podcast and I talk about nothing but nerdy shit. So last week me and Justin kind of talked about, our first gaming experiences and some funny stuff that, I think everybody can kind of relate to. Uh, and, we kind of talked about our favorite games and things like that. But, this week, I'm just going to be honest with you guys. We've had a lot the past few weeks, let's just start there. Past like 3 weeks have been so busy for us and so many things have gotten in the way of us trying to plan out episodes and it just kept going to crap. So basically, this week I thought it'd be a good reset. And so today's episode is just going to be me talking about ideas I have for future episodes. And if you guys like them, please, if you're following us on Patreon or Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, any of it, just let us know when we post the teaser video what idea is your favorite when you listen to the episode. Just leave it under the teaser videos. And comments, and that way we can kind of get an idea of what you guys are into. So my first one that I had wanted to do today, but just timing wise could not happen. I'm sure for those of you that are Studio Ghibli fans have already seen the news. I hear it pronounced both ways: Studio Ghibli, Studio Ghibli. So whichever you prefer, whatever. I say Ghibli. I'm sure I'm gonna get shit for that. Whatever. That's how I've always heard it. And then it wasn't until just a couple years ago that I heard somebody say Ghibli, and I was like, it's not what. Anyway, so I'm sure you've all seen the news that they are getting into 3D animation, and oh man, this company was honestly like one of my last hopes for 2D animation. Not that I don't appreciate 3D animation. I know there's so much you can do with it, and it can be very beautiful. It's just it doesn't look it doesn't look like their work to me at all. It looks like DreamWorks-esque or what was the other one I said? Or Universal. It really it kind of broke my heart when I saw the images for it. I'm sure the story itself will be great. That's not what I'm concerned about. I have no doubt that whatever the story is will be great. It's just it kind of hurt me a little bit, and this is probably just me being cuz I'm a huge fan. Um to see them going away from their, original art style, which to me is probably the most beautiful animation I've ever seen. It is just for me, they're feel good movies, and whenever I'm in a bad mood or if it's a rainy day, they're always my go-tos. Like I can't tell you how many times I've seen these movies, and I'm actually already got an appointment set up. My next tattoo is gonna be a half sleeve of just my favorite Ghibli movies. So I'm kind of sad to see that I don't think they'll completely do away with it, but if they do, then I will completely be heartbroken.
It could be, just one of the movies that they're doing that happens to be
Yeah,
this way.
I think it could be that they're trying to like test the waters kind of a thing, see how people respond, but from the stuff I've seen, a lot of people are not happy.
Or maybe this movie particularly, for story-wise, maybe it makes sense to have it in this.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. There really wasn't much out there yet when I had found out about it. So, um, maybe there's out more now. When the video posts, I don't know. That usually tends to happen, and then I sound like an idiot in the episodes, like because we do these ahead of time. So, and then we post them throughout the week.
Was this a recent
It was
announcement?
very recent, like within the past week.
So pretty much all we know now is just, like, some visuals
Some
from.
visuals and basically what the story is about. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, like I said, I have no doubt the story itself. It's very similar in a way to like Howl's Moving Castle, witchcraft and things like that. Mixed with like Kiki's Delivery Service kind of vibe. And like Mary and the Witch's Flower. So a lot of like sorcery and things like that. Um, but it just I don't know. I guess I'm gonna obviously when the movie comes out, I will give my critiques with it because I think that'd be a great episode to transition. But basically, the reason I started talking about this is because I thought about doing like a series where um a series of episodes, like maybe once a month or something like that. I talk about a Ghibli movie and go in depth to it, and not just talk about the movie itself, but like the cultural significance to it, history and things like that, what influenced the movie, what cultural aspects influenced the movie, things like that, things that in America we may not understand. We can still appreciate the movie, but it may not make sense to us as to why they would put something like that in the movie. You know what I mean? Because I know there's a lot of spiritual references and things like that. So I thought that'd be cool to learn that kind of stuff and to break it down.
Kind of like a book club.
Kinda, yeah,
Like
kinda.
everybody, who hasn't seen it or has seen it, reach out to you about like questions or your thoughts
Yeah,
about certain
things like
things
that.
of that specific
Yeah, so
movie.
I can like put out a feeler for like, okay, this week we're gonna be talking about Spirited Away, which just happens to be my absolute favorite. It's the first one I ever watched, and it's still to this day my favorite. But I will say Howl's Moving Castle, very, very close second. Very, very close second. It's actually very hard for me to say that. But yes, I do very much love House, and I'm sure for those of you that follow me on TikTok know that. Um, by the way, oh my god, I just have to shout her out. Let me pull up her stuff. Oh my god. So on TikTok, I had made this video, and I was just joking, but like, I love you guys because you took me seriously, and you guys did it. I didn't think anybody would actually do it, and this girl. Let me find her info. She's super sweet, by the way, because I actually got to talking with her for a second. Pulling it up. 1 second. Sorry. Taking forever. Um Her tag is Reckless, but it's REKKLYSS. So I'm shouting her out. I did tell her I was going to give her a huge shout out. So I hope she's listening because she did tell me she likes my podcast.
Awesome.
I know. So thank you. But I was just joking and I said, so by the way, I adore my husband. I said that at the very beginning and I was like, I just want to know if like somebody could draw me with my anime husband, who is Howl. And I love him so much. He's one of my favorite characters, and she drew me with Howl, and I was freaking out because it looks just like me, and it's me in like Ghibli style. I cried. I literally like woke Justin up and I was like, look at it, it's beautiful. If you want, you guys can totally see it. It's on my TikTok. She did a beautiful job, and I'm so happy to have it. I want to blow it up. It's probably the coolest thing anybody's ever made me. Yeah, I adore it. And so I thought that'd be cool to like break down, some of my favorite movies or like ones I haven't seen yet because there are so many of them. You guys recommend to me some of your favorites. I watch them, break them down fully, and we kind of just have a discussion about them. Um I thought that would be cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Um I also thought, because I know a lot of people love the movie Coraline. By the way, that's not a Tim Burton film. Just for those of you that don't know that. It's not a Tim Burton film. Yes, it's also, that creepy claymation type that he loves, but it's actually not a Tim Burton film. So I thought about either doing a series where I talk about, I forget his name off the top of my head, it's gonna drive me crazy. I'm gonna get so much crap. Oh my god, it's gonna drive me
Who?
crazy. The guy that makes those movies that people are always confusing for Tim Burton. Because
What, the
there's
Coraline movie?
yes, but he's made multiple of them, and people are always confusing it with Tim Burton films. Oh my god, it's gonna drive me crazy.
It's it's Tim
Anyway.
Burton.
No, it's not. God dang it. It's not Tim Burton. It's gonna drive me I'm serious because I want to give the guy credit because he makes beautiful movies. Oh my
I'll
god.
look it up.
Thank you. Um, so anyway, I thought about doing a breakdown of his movies and like as to yes, there are similarities, but why I kind of enjoy those movies a lot better. I feel bad for saying that because don't get me wrong, I'm a huge Tim Burton fan. Man's a genius. But I feel like this guy puts a different twist onto things and brings more into the story aspects of it rather than just, the creepy kind of feel. Because I'm just gonna let you guys know I'm a huge baby when it comes to like gore. I like suspense. I like creepy, but not gory. I'm not big bloody fan. I will say though, I do enjoy gore anime, like horror anime. I think it's because it's animated, so I can handle that a little bit better. If it's a movie, it's a little too real looking for me, and I can't handle it. But yeah. Oh, who is it?
I got the answer. Henry Selick.
Thank you. That's it. Thank you. Henry Selick. That's exactly who I was trying. Thank you. I kept thinking, I was like, it's like Tom Selleck, but not like but I was getting there. I was trying. Um
Definitely not
which
Tom
just
Selleck.
reminded me of like Meet the Robinsons, where he's like, well, what does he look like? He's like, Tom Selleck. He's
Yeah,
like, got it. And then they show a picture of Tom Selleck.
it is the best part
It
of
is
that
one of
movie.
the best parts. Anyway, sorry, I keep going back and forth. But it's just a chill episode today. And so, yeah, I thought that would be cool to like break down those movies, but I thought what would be even cooler is there's so many cool theories about Coraline, like and if she actually made it back to the real world or if she's still stuck in the other world. Oh, I love those. By the way, you'll get stuck in a wormhole if you ever go down that road on YouTube. Sorry. Just warning you now. But there are some really cool theories. So I thought it'd be cool if like I talk about some of my favorite ones and kind of break down the movie a little bit. And there's so many cool facts about that too, because it's a claymation movie. So there's so much work that goes into that kind of animation. And it's beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love that movie. So yeah, actually one of my favorite movies. But yeah. So I thought that would be cool. Also, I know I'm talking about so many different things, but these are just ideas I've had for future episodes, and I kind of want you guys' input. Um, Also, I wanted to talk. Okay, for those of you that don't know, I love the show Archer so much.
It's genius.
It's a great show. It's hilarious. Also, the same voice actor from Bob's Burgers, and that's probably one of my favorite Archer episodes. Was when they make reference to Bob's Burgers, and there's a whole episode
They're
of it.
drawn in that
Yeah, there's
style.
Ron as Bob's Burgers
Yeah.
character. Freaking hilarious. I love that episode, and it's like that he has like freaking like amnesia. God, it's hilarious. Anyway, he thinks he's Bob. It's hilarious. Anyway. So I thought, because I don't want to give too many spoilers in this, but there are some cool things that happen in these past 3 seasons, and I was like, that really doesn't make much sense.
Because
Like,
each season was so random.
yeah, the last three. The
Yes.
first ones building up to that made sense. You know, they followed a story.
Yes.
And then the last three didn't follow any of that at all. So I was the whole time I'm thinking, this doesn't make any sense. Um, And so, if those of you that watch the show know what I'm talking about, I would love to break down my thoughts on why I think that is. Obviously, they explained it in the last season just recently, but I'd like to go deep into it more and figure out before the new season comes out what's real, what's not, things of that nature. I think that would be so cool because I love that show so much. And I think we're on like what season 10, 9, something like that. Anyway, love that show so much, and it cracks me up. So I thought that'd be cool to kind of like go into that a little bit and see, um, where that's kind of leading up to. And I really hope they don't cancel that show anytime soon or finish it. I hate to use the word cancel because it doesn't just because the show ends doesn't necessarily mean it's being canceled. I really hope they can keep going with this as long as possible because it cracks me up so much. Also going on like more like adult cartoons, Rick and Morty. I love that show. I would love to do like weekly like additional episodes or something when like the newer seasons come out and like uh or not weekly, but like after the series or not the series, after the season ends, kind of have like a full breakdown of the season, my thoughts about it, what were my favorite episodes, cuz I love that show as well. It's so funny, but also that show can get really freaking deep and sad.
It'll sneak up on you.
It sneaks up on you, man. It can get really freaking sad sometimes. So, there's a lot of shows that I like that are like that, like Adventure Time.
It's like
Which
that one clip with that the music.
I don't
Yeah.
want to get copyright and strike because I'm sure they got that shit like
Don't worry.
but you know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I love there were so many memes with that. It was great. I loved that whole little
Wasn't that the music from the for the backyard scene?
Oh,
Like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it is, yeah. Yeah, I know, I try not to give too many spoilers unless, like, I'm doing a full episode on a show, because then obviously there's gonna be spoilers, you know what I mean? But and I tell you guys way ahead of time. So, but yeah. Yeah, I would love to break down a season of Rick and Morty.
It's like that one episode where Summer, the sister,
Oh
is
my god, yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
in Rick's ship, and like
Yes, yes,
everybody's
yes,
trying to get
yes.
her out of it, and like the ship's like just like taking
Going
over.
yeah, and she's like, "Stop it!" Yeah, she's
They're off
freaking
on an
out.
adventure, and she's having some
That's the
shit.
one with the miniverse.
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a great episode.
Yeah.
Anyways, you could see we're huge fans of Rick and Morty. We even have the special edition Dungeons and Dragons Rick and Morty, and it's hilarious. Like, and honestly, we played with people that have never seen Rick and Morty, and they were still able to follow along just fine. They still found it fun and funny, and it was funny.
There's just a lot of references.
There really is a lot of references.
If you watch the show, you would get. I mean, but either way, I mean,
Either
it's
way,
still
it
a
was
fun
still
time.
enjoyable. Just thought I'd throw that out there for anybody that was thinking of getting it and was kind of unsure. It's a great game. I will say a little bit disappointed by the dice that came in the set. They're a little plain.
Yeah,
I
well,
was hoping they'd like glow in the dark something.
I thought they would have done that at least,
I was
but
like,
I mean, they're just the
or at
cheapest
least,
looking set.
yeah, they really are. Or at least look like the portal, something. That is the only thing I will say I was actually like disappointed with.
They could have really made.
They really
something
could have
with it.
made some really dope dice. But we're also like dice snobs.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not really affecting us. It's not like we were gonna use those. To play with anyways,
we're
'cause
dice
we got-
hoarders.
yeah,
We have way too many.
not enough.
Not
but-
enough. Yeah. So yeah, that was just another idea I had that we kind of break down the next season of Rick and Morty when it comes out. Also, I know I have so many fun ideas, right?
Also,
I'm sorry.
no, spit them out.
I didn't
man.
realize I was doing that. I'm sorry.
No, we're good.
Okay, so I wanted to do another series where I talk about children's cartoons that are more adult. So like Adventure Time or Regular Show or Steven Universe, because if you really pay attention to those shows, they're really deep. Not so much Regular Show, but it's pretty adult in some aspects. Not to mention there's a ton of like 90s references in Regular Show and stuff like that. So things that kids wouldn't get. But as an adult, you're watching and you're like, this is great. I love the show Steven Universe so much. I was a bit hesitant to watch this show because the art style's so cutesy looking, and I was like, I don't know, maybe it's made. I mean, it is made for kids, so maybe it's too kiddie. But as I started to really watch it, the art style is actually very beautiful, very different, and the story itself is so sad, but in a good way. Um, Beautiful, great music in it too, by the way. Great characters. Personally, my favorite is Garnet. Love her. Um, Also great representation of different. I mean, I feel like a lot of I've touched on this. Characters not very diverse, and sometimes that can be kind of disheartening when you're brown and you
This
don't.
is Steven Universe.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you don't see your representation in characters at all. You know what I mean? So it can be a little disheartening, and also in the cosplay community when somebody's like, you can't cosplay that character, they're white. By the way, half the time it's an anime character, they're Japanese. So your cosplay by theory is not accurate either. If you want to go that way, you could just say you're racist. If you want to just being honest there. I mean, really, if you have an issue with black cosplayers cosplaying a character because they're black, you're part of the problem. Sorry, didn't mean to get on a tangent. That it just makes me angry, like to see that when people, it's like, really? But great in Steven Universe, great representation of multiple characters and diversity, and it makes me happy to see that representation because you don't see it in a lot of shows. I mean, I hate to say that, but it's true. If you really think about it, there's so many shows and you're just like, there really isn't much representation throughout. Not just saying black, white, Hispanic, Asian. I mean, just in general. Uh, so it's cool to see that in a show. And the music's great. I mean, I already said this. The music's great story, and I just saw recently. I'm behind like a couple seasons, so forgive me for this. But I just saw they did a new series, and it's Steven Universe like Future. So they continue the story, which is awesome. So I'm excited to see that. And I need to watch the movie as well because I heard the movie was very good. Also, in Adventure, sorry, I keep saying also. In the show Adventure Time, it's very deep, and I touched on this a little bit when I talked about the Midnight Gospel because it's the same creator. But that show, I mean, it's very sad. If you really watch the series in its entirety, I mean, there's some really sad and deep episodes. For me specifically, the ones that always come to mind are the ones with Marceline and Ice King. Uh, that one gets me every time. Makes me so sad. Have cried a few times watching that show. Um, but also great series, and man, that guy really knows what he's doing because he did the same thing with Midnight Gospel. It looks, cutesy, crazy, weird, and then you start watching it and you realize it's a lot deeper than that.
Still weird.
Still weird, yeah. No, don't get me wrong, yeah, crazy. But in like a good way. So I thought that'd be cool if I kind of delve into that and talked about those shows and how yes, they're made for kids, but as an adult, you could still watch them. I feel like a lot of the time people, when they see cartoons, they instantly think they're for kids, and I think they also forget of shows like Rick and Morty, Family Guy, South Park. You know what I mean? Cartoons aren't just for kids, and I feel like people really give so much crap for that. Like, there's so much out there. I feel like a lot of people feel like that about anime too, that it's just for kids. When, by the way, most anime is not kid friendly
Yeah.
at all. Like, I mean, Attack on Titan is a perfect example of that. It's a gore anime. You know what I mean? Definitely would not recommend for kids. So just throwing that out there. So there's your theory. There goes your theory right there that cartoons are for kids. Just throwing that out there.
But at the same time, it can also, even though it's an adult cartoon or whatever, it still sneaks up on you, getting you in the feels.
Yeah, it really does. Like, it just, man, yeah. They sneak up on you a lot, those shows. But I very much enjoy them. So I thought it'd be cool to like if I could either do like a full episode of Adventure Time, a full episode of Stevie, or I could kind of lump them all together and talk about my key points to them. Just ultimately what you guys would prefer. I also kind of wanted to do an episode on 90s cartoons. I talked about this a little while ago, and it was pretty neck and neck between that and the Jim Henson episode, but Jim Henson won. I feel like there was just a bigger fan base for that. But if you guys would still like me to talk about 90s cartoons, let me know which ones are your favorite in the comments. So that way I can kind of touch back up on those, and maybe I need to rewatch some of them, or maybe I didn't see some, or I mean, I know Hulu has a ton of them uh on there, so I could totally watch. I know a lot of the Nickelodeon ones. They do have a lot of them. Um Cartoon Network might be a little bit harder to find. Uh
Saturday morning cartoons would be really hard to find.
yeah. I know Disney has a lot of their old ones on Disney Plus too now, which I also have. But
Yeah, but I grew up on WB
yeah,
Saturday
that's what I'm
mornings.
saying. Like they're gonna be a little harder to find. So if you know they're on a streaming service and I can watch them, let me know, and if I hadn't seen them, I will happily watch them and talk about
Please,
it.
please let me know.
Yeah. um
I know Gargoyles is on Disney Plus, but like
yes.
Batman the animated series.
That's on the DC. Like DC has their own streaming service
Are
now.
you serious?
Yeah, and I'm mad because I wanted to watch Teen Titans, but I don't feel like paying another because I don't watch that much of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So anyway, probably the only freaking reason I would get that is because of Teen Titans. Like honestly, uh,
Old or new?
what the fuck do you mean new? No. The new
I'm just
the
making
new one's
sure.
awful. They constantly reference how much better the fucking old one was. What do you mean no? No, that's just,
I'm just making sure.
that motorcycle was an accurate representation of my anger level going up. Yeah,
As it trails off.
Yeah.
Shaking his fist.
Now you guys know why we can only do this on certain days, and why we can't do visuals, because you guys would see
Well,
so
who
many.
knows? Maybe they didn't even really hear it. I don't know.
I'm sure they heard it.
It
That was
depends on
very.
what it sounds like in post. I don't know.
I'm sure it'll sound bad, but but yeah, I have a ton of ideas. Also, I have a really cool idea. This is one I've been wanting to do, but I need to do a lot more research and but I also don't know. Okay, let me just start by saying I love the Harry Potter series. Do not like J.K. Rowling. Let's just say that. Don't like her. Love the series, don't like her. So I thought about going into my idea of what would be a great, because you know how like Star Wars is doing the series now. I thought instead of making another set of movies, which is what I'm hearing is about blah 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 as a possibility. Yeah, thank you for that face. I really don't think they should make more movies.
No, they need to focus on these little subplots that they've
That's what I was
been
thinking.
doing.
Dropping the past what 20 years, yeah.
The series or a movie. I mean, series are
No, I
cool, but
think a movie would have to shove so much shit in there and then it'd be shitty because they couldn't fit everything in it.
yeah,
This is why I think they should make a series because just like The Mandalorian and the Obi-Wan series, they're able to go deeper into the story without being limited to 2 hours or 3 hours, which is already is pushing it for a movie, you know what I mean? So I thought what would be cool is to do before The Boy That Lived. So Harry's parents, Voldemort, because they just touch on that stuff. They really don't. I mean, I know they have the Fantastic Beasts shit, but like, from my knowledge, it doesn't really like talk much about that aspect. I would like to see like, uh, that era where it's like Snape and all of them growing up like Snape's story with Harry's mom. I would love more of that shit. I would love that. Um so I thought about talking about that, my ideas for that and
or the
what.
time when Snape was after school, but
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was a Death
yeah.
Eater.
Yes, 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 yes. I think that would just a freaking series about Snape.
Yeah, after school to being a Death Eater to
That would be dope as shit. Anyway, so that's another idea I had where I can like
yeah.
go deep into that and like really like write out what I think could be done. And then if somebody wants to help me make that a freaking possibility, tell me the legalities of that. Cause I know like Star Wars Theory has like the Vader fan film and like he had the okay to do that shit. So like no, because Disney tried to serve him with like a copy strike, and then Lucasfilm was like, no, that guy's shit is too good, so he can't make money off of it. I'm not expecting to make money off of it, just to be able to make it in it and
Yeah.
not get sued. That's what I'm saying. That's what I want. Like I just want it to happen and to not get sued for making it. That would be dope as shit. Um, yeah. So also I thought it'd be sorry, I keep saying also.
Dude, I don't care, man.
You do care. You pointed it out.
In a joking way.
No, you were serious.
But also,
What?
no, dot dot dot, you were saying?
I hate you. Okay, so anyway, I thought it'd be cool to I just recently started getting into cosplay. I was too chicken to do it for like I've been wanting to do it for like 10 years. And I was too chicken. I was scared I'd get hate and um cuz I mean like I stated earlier, when you're not white, unfortunately, there's a lot of people that want to point out the fact that your character is white and they're not. You know what I mean? It can be disheartening, your cosplay is not accurate. And it's also like pisses me off too cuz people are not rich. Let's just start there. People don't do cosplay just to make it act. It's a self-expression. It's fun. It's a way to relieve anxiety. There's so many different reasons people get into cosplay, and it makes me mad when people just shoot down people's cosplays if they're not perfect yet because they're so used to seeing professional cosplayers who, by the way, a lot of the time get like sponsorships and money to get professional costume makers to make their shit. They're at that point, a lot of the time, they're not even making their own shit anymore. Just saying, just not shitting on them for it because it's still great. It's just you're putting down people that are trying to get to that level. You know what I mean? It's not cool. Don't shit on people for just starting.
Or let them enjoy their hobby.
Yeah, just like that's what I'm saying. Is just let them enjoy it. Quit being a freaking asshole and just why do you care? By the way, Why? Like, it's not yours, you know what I mean? Like, just let them do what they want. Quit being assholes. That's ultimately that is my that is what I'm saying in all of my episodes. Don't be an asshole. Um, but yeah, I thought about talking about cosplaying and like my journey into it and where I'm at now, cosplans I have, which I have um some cosplans I do have, which I have already touched on this on my TikTok. Some ideas I have and some cosplays I'm working on now. Some of you guys have already seen a couple of them. But I thought it'd be cool to do like check-ins every now and again and be like, "Hey guys, I'm working on this one." Or if you want, I can start doing like little mini series on Patreon where I go deep into my cosplays, maybe do videos for you guys. Don't know if you guys would be interested in that. But I will say I am pretty kick butt at making wigs look good. So if anybody that would be interested in that, pretty good at that.
So you've got some cost plans?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
That's a
Just making
thing.
sure I heard you right.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah,
That's a thing.
it sounds like it should be a thing.
It is a thing.
I'm glad that it's a thing.
Yeah, cosplans. I have some really cool ones. And one of them is Persephone from Lore Olympus. I've already done her before, but I'm just improving on it and doing more and more each chance I get. And I also want to talk about Lore Olympus because they just finished the first season, and I have touched on this that they are making the animated series. But I thought it'd be cool to do a recap of the first season, essentially, because it took 2 years, to get to that point. So I thought it'd be cool to do like a recap and who are my favorite characters so far, which just spoiler, Persephone is my favorite character. Um I also I also really enjoy Hectate.
How many seasons are in that?
One.
Okay, that's just one long
One
season.
season. Yeah, she just finished the first season. That's what I'm saying. I
Oh
don't
man.
know how many they're gonna make. I mean, but you gotta think it's anime. She's hand drawing this weekly, you know? So, you who knows where the story's gonna I mean, we know a little bit as to where the story's gonna go in a sense, but the lead up to that is what we're waiting for. Um, Hades and Persephone. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, because I don't want to spoil it for people that haven't seen it yet or read it. But I do want to like do a full breakdown of the first season and kind of have an open discussion as to what you think is going to happen in the second season. Cuz she did announce that she's taking a little break, which I think is fair, just like a normal series would do. They take a break and then they start up again, some people were kind of being jerks to her about it.
Well, the reason that they're being jerks to her is because
I
they've
get
become
it.
to rely on this, but they
Yeah.
forget that this is a person
This is
that
a person.
lives a normal life outside of
Yes,
this, I'm sure.
exactly.
Because
Exactly.
just like everything else, it was probably a hobby for her, then it started
Yeah,
catching
and then
on,
it picked up.
but she
Yeah.
still has to live her normal life. So people that want to hate on it, YouTubers, uh,
Oh man, yeah, any of
webcomic
that.
people,
Yeah.
all of these people, most of the people, let me rephrase it. That's not their living.
Yeah.
They
I
make
agree.
it on
I
their
agree.
time.
Yeah.
So you can't. It's not a production company with billions of dollars putting behind these people
Yeah. I
for the
agree.
most part. So it's like you can't be hating on somebody to take a break or whatever.
I agree. I
That
agree.
I mean, rant
Yeah.
over.
I know. That stuff makes me mad. It really does because I think a lot of time people get detached from that these are normal people, and they forget that they think of them as like these higher beings and that they're these almighty, so they could never stop. They can never do anything wrong. And it's like they're human.
Mhm.
They need to take a break. Otherwise they're going to get, drained and just want to quit,
It's people who
It becomes a job and not something they enjoy.
yeah.
And I say that as to because you can have a job and not enjoy it. I'm just saying it that way because
Those of you that have a job out there, do you enjoy your job?
exactly, exactly. That's my point is that you can do something on the daily, but then it can become something you don't like. I feel like we've all been in a job that we enjoyed at first and then it turned to crap for whatever reason. You know what I mean? So,
Well, these things start off as hobbies because creators, whatever detail that means,
yeah.
whatever medium that is, they do it because they enjoy it, and it's usually in their free time, and they're just putting it out there because they want to.
Yeah, perfect example. Like, we took a week off not because we necessarily wanted to. Things just weren't working out, and so I've said a sorry to you guys. I don't know how many times, but just things couldn't work that week. So many factors came into it, and it was just the world did not want the episode that week, apparently. And, I try to make this thing as perfect as possible, but there are a lot of imperfect things in it, and that's just where we're at right now. So, we have normal lives, we have jobs outside of this, that are, especially yours, very demanding. So, we just try to make this work as best as we can. It's just something I've always wanted to do, and I'm just trying to do it. And, ooh, ooh, 1 second. I also sorry, god dang it, I keep saying
Listen,
also.
I think you're thinking that I was hating on you
You
for that.
totally were!
And I see that it put a roadblock in front of you, like, going forward. Don't think that. I was just poking fun at you. You know how I do.
No, you totally were not. You meant it.
Also.
Shut up. I want I thought it would be cool. I talked to you about this a little while ago, to where I know not everybody is into just nerdy things, or maybe you come to my podcast to hear a specific topic and I may not touch on that as often. But I thought it'd be cool if I started talking like
Sleep.
I am sleepy, sorry. I didn't get good sleep last night.
I get that.
Sorry, I yawned for those of you that couldn't hear that.
Oh, we heard that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought it'd be cool if I really enjoy YouTube. I very much enjoy YouTube. And so I watch all kinds of different YouTube channels. And I really love to support the smaller channels. And what's funny is the one I was mainly thinking about, she just recently broke 1 million subscribers. But she totally deserved it because she's kick ass. Bailey Sarian. But I thought it'd be cool if I like once a month, maybe like we'll do a 5th episode, in so like 2 episodes in like the last week or whatever, however we want to break it down that month, where I don't necessarily talk about just nerdy topics, where I talk about something else that I'm into, you know what I mean? And just so you guys can get to know me a little bit better too. But I thought the first one I could do, it'd be about my favorite YouTubers that are not mainstream YouTubers. They have enough hype. I'm not dissing on them, just being honest, I'm sure you guys have heard about a lot of these people, you know what I mean? So I think it'd be cool to like just get some stuff out there about some smaller YouTubers that deserve it. And that I'm enjoying at the time. By the way, I usually hate, and I can't stress this enough, hate when like famous like celebrities make YouTube channels, because you already have so many different mediums of followings. You have Instagram, Twitter, I mean, you name it. So you just had to go into the one space where we didn't need you.
They're cheating the system.
They really are, man. Anyway,
double dipping.
I'm saying that because there are only 2 celebrities I adore on YouTube. Kevin James and Jack Black.
Their channels are
great. They're hilarious. They are the only 2 I will probably ever accept to be on this shit, because they crack me up.
Jack Black's gaming channel.
Yes, that's not gaming. Yes,
it's
great. I love it so much. Oh my god, it's hilarious. But yeah, just thought I'd touch on them a little bit. Jeez, I love them. I adore them. And then oh my gosh. But yeah, I thought that'd be cool if I like maybe once a month kind of take away from like the nerdy aspect and just kind of do an episode where you guys can get to know me a little bit better and talk about other things I enjoy. While most of that is nerdy, I have other things I enjoy too, that aren't nerdy. Also, I know you guys, I keep promising the Game of Thrones episode, because you guys keep shitting on me. Like, no, I'm kidding. You guys keep mentioning, like, when's the Game of Thrones episode coming? And I'm like, it's coming. I wanted to rewatch the series all over again. I know I have a lot to do there. And then see if I'm still angry at the ending or if I can kind of see the lead up. I'm just going to be honest, I don't think that's going to happen. Um but it'd be cool to just rewatch the series and give my final thoughts a year from the finale. Thought that'd be cool. I thought it would be cool leading up to the next season of The Mandalorian, if we, before it comes out, go into depth about the behind the scenes thing that they did. I thought that would be cool, like a breakdown of that. And then, by the way, this is the surprise. I'm gonna ruin it for you guys, because I love to do that. I'm bad at surprises, guys. I'm just gonna let you guys know that now. I'm really bad at surprises. Like I get too excited, and then I just tell you. I do this to my husband all the time. Um, I thought it'd be cool if we do weekly breakdowns of the new episode. So, you know how the new episodes drop on Thursdays? You guys would get the episode of the episode breakdown on Friday. And kind of it'd be like us watching the series together in a sense and having open discussions. Maybe I could go live or something on Instagram and you guys during the podcast we kind of discuss this a little bit. You guys send me your questions about it and things like that and we just kind of have an open discussion. I don't know how that would work. Just an idea that kind of I had. If you guys are interested in something like that, then maybe we could do that, or even just if we did like weekly live streams on Instagram, uh Patreon, something, whatever. We'll find a medium to do like weekly live streams where we just have an open discussion about the episode. And that way people that haven't seen it yet, we won't be spoiling stuff. It'll just be people that are interested in it to talk about it and their thoughts. And we just, everybody kind of have a little fun episode together and just kind of get to know each other a little better and nerd out about a series that we all like. Um, but yeah, I have so many cool ideas, and those are just a few of the ones that I've been thinking about here for a long time. And um, like I said, sorry that our schedule's been a little weird these past few weeks and we haven't been posting as much and things of that nature. This is me kicking my butt and saying this is going to be a cultural reset. No, I'm kidding. Um, and it was a cultural reset. No, I'm kidding. But a reset and to try to revamp a little bit and kick myself in the butt and to get back into posting better and uh planning out the episodes better like I used to. I know it's been a weird like past 3 weeks. So thank you guys for bearing with me and it means a lot to me that you guys were kind of sad that you guys missed the episode. I got a lot of messages and DMs, so I'm glad you guys are enjoying the podcast. That means a lot to me. Didn't mean to make you guys sad. It was just we tried. I can't tell you how much we tried. I mean, we literally tried like 7 times to record. It was just it was a bad week. It was a bad week.
It's just a lot of normal life
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
a lot of normal life stuff that just got in the way. So thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed my little open discussion about some ideas I have. If let me know which ones you guys like the best. I will happily do any of these. Am I probably gonna do all of them? Maybe. I don't know. It just depends on what you guys want. But I'm totally one more. Sorry. I just remembered another one. I want to watch more anime. So if you guys have any suggestions, I'm totally down to do like whatever the one I see the most suggested that I haven't seen, because let it be known, I have watched a ton of anime. But the ones I haven't seen, if I get it requested the most, I will watch that one and then do an episode on my
You're taking
opinions.
on new clients.
Taking on new clients.
Yeah. You just want new anime to watch, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Taking on new clients.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to watch more anime, so I'm totally down for you guys' suggestions, and whichever ones I get recommended the most, I'll do an episode on it and full breakdown and my thoughts. Don't be mad at me if I don't necessarily like it, but I will be fair and say I like all kinds of anime. I'm not one of those people that just sticks to one type. I really do enjoy all of them. So let me know what you guys' favorites are, and if I haven't seen it, I am so down to watch it and do episodes on it. But yeah, so now the episode is done. Sorry. When I think of stuff, I gotta let it out. I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly. But
Episode's name's gonna be Brainstorming.
yeah. Oh, I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you guys' favorite idea was. Don't forget to go check us out on Patreon and all of our social medias. It means so much that you guys support us. And TikTok. Follow us on TikTok. I make some funny TikToks. Also I do my cosplays on there. So if you guys want to follow that along, I do my cosplays on there too. Love you guys so much. Thank you for all your support. It means the world to me. Seriously, our tiny little podcast, it means the world to me that you guys are enjoying it. So thank you guys so much, and as always, it's not easy being geeky. Hey guys, thank you for your continued support. You can check us out on all of our socials, including our website, noteasybeingeeky.com, and our Patreon. We just made a new Patreon. You can support us even further. You'll also get exclusive content, early access to episodes, and now our after show. Yes, we have an after show. It's awesome. Go check it out. And thank you again for your continued support. Every little bit helps.